Hi, this is Steve, K8BZ, and this morning I'm going to do the morning session of the CW Operators mini contest, and I'll be logging with N1MM Plus Logger. So we'll open the logging program. Possibly. There it goes. And this opens several optional windows. I use the spotting service here. I'm just going to resize the windows just a hair. Just because I like things to line up. Well, that's not bad. And then we will open a new log in the database. And up here, you just select CW Ops for the contest. The entry category is going to be single operator assisted, all band, even though I'm probably only going to operate 40 meters. High power mode is CW. The exchange for this, you exchange your name and operator or membership number. 1397. And for associated files, I'm going to use the function key file set for the CW operators. CW ops test. Let's see. Call history file. I just downloaded the current call history file. So that's all set. And we should be good to go. The contest starts at 9 a.m. local time. It's 8:51 right now, so I'll probably pause this video and pick it up again just before the contest starts. But to give you an idea, I'll be running CW on 40 meters. I'm using an ICOM 7600. And that runs 100 watts. I also have an amplifier. It's an Ameritron AL80B, so I'll be running 900 to 1,000 watts. The antenna on 40 meters is a ZS6BKW type G5RV. It's flat across the band, so it doesn't require a tuner. I have a tuner if necessary, but don't really need one on this band. So in this contest, we'll just exchange the call signs and names and serial numbers. And with the N1MM Logger program, you can save a call history file for the contest that saves the exchange information. That doesn't really change from contest to contest because there's no serial number. So if you input a call sign, and when you tab out of the call sign field, it will automatically populate it with the name and exchange number for that station. I'm using the enter sends message option for N1MM. So basically all I do is enter the call sign and push enter, and it will send the exchanges regardless of whether you're doing search and pounce or running on a frequency, and you select either search and pounce or run here. And these are the F key associated files. If you right click on one of those, it'll bring up the file. So and they have two sets of files depending on whether you're in run mode or search and pounce. This first top in section in blue shows the run mode files, and the F1 key just calls CQ, CQ's CWT and my call sign. F2 sends the exchange, F3 sends thank you, my call, logs the contact, and then waits for another call. If you don't get another call, you can push enter and it starts the CQ loop again. And they have a few others for repeating various things, but I rarely use those. Usually I just reach up and grab the paddles and send whatever's necessary. In search and pounce mode, there's just a slight difference. It doesn't send the call sign after the thank you. Just sends the exchange, and then you can just log the contact and continue searching after that. So we'll just pause this and stand by now for the just before the start of the contest. Okay, we're about a minute and a half away from the contest startup period. And I'm just going to be, I'm not going to be using headphones for the contest, for the radio audio, so it'll pick up the output of the speaker so it can record it for the video. So we'll find a frequency here that doesn't appear to be in use, and we're gonna start out in run mode. So I'll put it in run. Yeah, he's getting a little bit of an early start, but about 30 seconds early. We'll wait and pick that guy up. He's running search and pounce on this frequency. I'm on 7.029. So we'll just enter his call when he sends it. Now, if I'd push enter, it'd send the exchange, but we're still a little early according to... Oh, there we go. So we just have to verify the name and number, and then when I push enter, it sends my exchange. There. He just needed a repeat on my membership number. So we'll verify the name as he sends it. And we'll search for another one. That should be Dave, and we'll verify. And again, all I'm doing is hitting enter. I'm listening as he sends his name and membership number to verify that it's correct. But that associated file option that's enabled automatically fills that in if that call sign is in that file. Okay, there's 4 search and pounce. Let's try to find a frequency here where I can run. That sounds fairly quiet. We'll ask if the frequency is in use. Switch it over to run mode. Once more, is the frequency in use? No response, so I'll push enter and call CQ. The page up and page down keys increase or decrease the speed. You'll see here that automatically is sending my exchange after I enter the call sign and push enter. And that was correct, so I'll push enter. Sends thank you. No response. Push enter again. Go back to the CQ loop. Some of these guys, just to keep you on your toes, will send a different name. There's a little weaker signal from VE. Jim in Ontario. We'll verify that when he sends. Here he goes. So, very easy program to use for contesting when it's set up. I'm also using the WinKeyer USB, and boy, does that works great with logging programs. Now you have to have a minimum of 10 contacts for this to count for credit for the CW operator's annual awards or medals that they send. So we'll get at least 10 contacts here. Steve 901. Thank you. QRZ. No answer. Push enter. Start the CQ loop. Take a sip of coffee in between. Down here it shows how many contacts you've made and how many multipliers. There's a weak one. There we go. Got it all now. And we'll listen closely. Should be Paul. Good morning, Steve. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. There we go. I can't speak. Summer. She was sending cut numbers, an A for the 1. Okay, we've got 11 contacts, so we've got enough for credit here. If we get over here some spots, I also have the rig interface enabled. So if we get some spots here for the contest, I'll show you how that works. You get comfortable with CW, and working the CW contests is really a piece of cake. The logging program will do all the work for you. You can sip coffee. All I had to do was type in the call sign, sending my exchange automatically, verifying his info. It's all correct. Push enter, it logs it. It does take some practice to get used to copying CW on a keyboard, but it's a skill well worth learning. You can sit here and eat biscuits and sip coffee and have your breakfast while all this is going on. Oh, New Jersey. Okay. Thought he sent a number. If they're not members, they don't have a number. No, this is a special call, so we'll see who this is. If they're not members, they just send their state instead of the membership number. He was a little weak, but I got him. Listening, you'll hear Peter 91. Thank you. Make sure he sends the same name. We're about 9 minutes into the contest. Somebody's off frequency. I'll turn the RIT on, see if I can get him. Nope. Tuned around a little with the RIT and still didn't hear him. With these sharp filters. With the sharp filters, they don't have to be off frequency very far, so it's good to have your RIT on and be ready to adjust. Yeah, 10 minutes into the... Yeah, we'll go as long as they keep calling. And we'll wrap it up, and I'll show you what I do with the log files. Not getting any spots over here. I was hoping to show you how this will automatically set your transceiver. Set your transceiver on the frequency by clicking on the spot. I've seen guys work field day and on sideband for 2 hours. And can't make 10 contacts. It's just the advantage of CW. There we go. There's one that was off frequency, and I'm slowing speed down for him. It's Gary in West Virginia. See if he got a membership number yet. Nope. Bump the speed back up. Reset the RIT. You'll notice down here, this info here, watch down here. Down here, it will give you their location. That's coming from the associated file. A little sloppy, but that's what he sent. Had a few callers there. See, Greenfield, Indy. My recording program will stop and save the file after about 15 minutes. And it just did that. So you may have seen a little glitch or a may have seen a little catch in the video here, just because the program stopped recording and saved the video file, then began recording again. Having a pretty good run. They keep calling. Now, that call sign is probably wrong, but we'll see. Still got us. It's pretty weak. There we go. Now, and then when I change the call sign and push enter, it will send the corrected part of the call sign. So the other station will know that I got his call logged correctly, because it will resend the corrected part of the call sign. So we'll listen for his exchange. Push enter. Whoop. And that again is incorrect. That B is no good. Let's re-verify. See, it automatically sent the corrected part of the call sign. You can sure take the work and effort out of working a CW contest if you can copy CW on a keyboard. Da-da-da. Now I stopped this so it didn't. I stopped it after it began sending the exchange, so it didn't pre-fill the fields, so I had to do it manually. And there's a break. I won't go on indefinitely. One more call. I'm actually sending at 26 words per minute right here. That guy was probably sending at 28 to 30. South Carolina. Now some of these guys got a membership after the it was weak, but he sent South Carolina. Some of them got a membership number after that associated. He was weak, but that's him. In Cleveland, Georgia, operating QRP. Central Florida QRP. Well, I should probably wrap this up. Hate to quit while I'm getting called left and right. We'll see if this guy joined. Nope. Move the writ down a little bit to get a better tone. No calls. If I go twice and don't get a call, we'll stop. I'm adjusting the writ down a little because he was low in frequency. Get a little better. Seattle, Washington. No calls. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Now let's go over and look in the VFO window. This shows some spots here. These show spots on all of the bands that you have selected, but these will just show spots on the current band. So here's one here, K6RB. Let me click on that. It will automatically... Yeah, let me get down here where I can get on and good. Now it automatically put me on that frequency. It put me in search and pounce mode. Automatically put me in search and pounce mode. Okay, K6RB was logged, and then it took him off the spot list. Now, if I wanted to go back to my CQ frequency, it was saved. I just click on it, takes me back to my CQ frequency where I was working in the run mode, puts me back in run mode. Now, let me try this guy. Let's see if he's probably not working the contest. This contest, they stay above 7.025, so they're not down in the extra class portion of the band to let everybody participate in the contest. So let's call it quits there. I'm going to turn the volume down. Now I'm going to stop the recording here because it's about to stop automatically. So I'm going to stop it and restart it, and I'll show you how to finish this up. Okay, now I've got 15 minutes here where I don't have to worry about the recording stopping. So first thing we'll do, we're going to go to the File menu and we're going to export some files. First I'm going to export the ADIF file, and I'm just going to put that on the desktop. The reason I do this now, N1MM will save all your contest logs, but I like to export all of the contest logs and put them in my everyday logging program. So that one was exported to the desktop. We're going to also export the, where is it? Score summary file. We're going to put that on the desktop also. And we're just going to use the default names that N1MM Plus gives these files. KBZ score summary.txt. And it's been put there. Now this, in this particular contest, you don't have to upload a Cabrillo file. You just go to the website, the 3830 Reflector, and you put the information in there, and that's how you report your scores. Now, every Wednesday they have 3 of these contests that last an hour. They're not a competitive thing where you win any awards. It's just to promote CW and promote contacts between members and non-members, and to promote interest in CW and contesting. It's great practice for contesting. You can get in and just do a short session. It keeps you sharp in the use of these logging programs. So you don't need to export a Cabrillo file, but I'm going to do it anyways, just to show you what it will give you. Here's the generated Cabrillo file. It tells you what the exchange is and asks you to verify it. It verifies your category, and you can correct those if they're not correct if you didn't get them right the first time around. And then you have to navigate to wherever you want to save it. We'll put that on the desktop also. On the Cabrillo file, log file is going to be kbz.log, so we'll save that. If you want to look at it now, you can click Edit, and it will open a text file that will show you the Cabrillo file, and here it is. It shows you all of the exchanges. My exchange was always Steve, and my membership number 1397, and this is the call sign, name, and membership number of the station worked over in the right-hand columns. So that's what the Cabrillo file looks like. So we've got all the files exported. So we can go ahead and close N1MM. Yes, we can close that. Now let's look at the score summary file. Here it is. This recording program seems to slow down some of the mouse clicks and responses. But this particular notepad file doesn't tab these very well, so they're kind of jerky. But you can see the band. We only worked 40 meters on 7 megahertz, so the band is 7 megahertz. We had 46 QSOs for 46 points and 46 multipliers, and these are the totals: 46, 46, 46, and that was in not even 30 minutes. It's 9:29 right now, and we stopped operating a couple of minutes ago. So in about 25 minutes, worked 46 contacts. The score for this was 2,116, and so that's all we need to know. So we can go open up our web browser, and let me. The web browser is open in another monitor right now. I'll drag it over here in a minute. So let me drag that over here. Resize it slightly. And we'll go to the 3830 Reflector. This is where you actually report your contest participation. And this is the CW Ops mini test for today, August 17 at 1300 Zulu, which is 9 a.m. local time. So we're going to input input our contest information. I'm just trying to size this so we can, I guess we don't need to see the other page. I'll click back on it. It's a new submission. Put in our email address, katebz@arrl.net. Send me an email copy. Call sign used. KBZ. Power is high. Operator's call sign KBZ. Station was KBZ. Op time was about, I'll say 26 minutes. QTH was Gladwin Mish. No club association. Now we had 46 and 46 for a score of 21:16. Okay, on 40 meters. 46, 46. Total is 46 and 46 and 21-1. Now I'm going to put in a wrong score here. I'm putting in 21:17 and I'm going to try to submit that. Neat thing about this is it's going to tell you something's wrong. Your score has a problem. Your score couldn't be submitted due to the following errors. Please make sure that everything is cool. (21:16). It's showing other fields in red. I'm not sure why, but that should correct it. And it does. This shows you the score summary. Now I'm going to go to my email server, and I should get an email verification of this score also. And it's probably already going to be there. There it is. And you can opt out of that. You don't need to select that. But it's just a neat thing. You can have that if you want. So we're all done with this. Now we're going to open up our general logging program, which I use N3FJP. Been using it for years and years, and I actually went back through all of my paper logs for every call sign I've had, and I put every contact that I could verify in a logbook in this program. So they're all there. So I keep all of my contacts in this, and we'll wait for it to actually go through the log file, and it will fill in this portion with the last 50 QSOs logged. And there they are. And now I'm going to go import the ADF file. Import ADIF. And it was saved on the desktop. So we'll go to the desktop. Whoops, try that again. Desktop. KBZ ADI, and we'll open that. Now there's a reason I do this. You can find all of your contacts in one program. If somebody a year from now wants to confirm Michigan, for example, I don't need to go back into my contest program and dig through the log files in there to try to find it to verify the contact. Now here they are. This displays, you'll see the contest ID over here in this last column, but there are many other columns in this log program. I'll scroll over and back. This is displaying the last 50, and I worked 46. So when we get to the end, you'll see if we counted all these over here, there'd be 46 contacts there. Now, one of the great things about this newer version of N3FJP's contact log, I can go over here to electronic log, and I'm going to upload all of these to club log. So I'm going to just select upload all contacts not uploaded, and it's going to go pull them out of the log. And there you see it counting the contacts, 46, and it did it. Now it's done. I can click done. Now I'm going to have to wait a second, and it's going to show in the QSL sent, it's going to show us a B in there for club log. There. Now that shows that all of those were uploaded to club log. Now I'm going to go do the same thing with Logbook of the World. LOTW, and we are going to upload all contacts not uploaded. And there they go. Somewhere there it might show how many QSOs were actually uploaded. There it is. attempting to upload 46 QSOs. Now, in this case, this isn't going to show right now that they've been uploaded. Later on, it takes a few minutes. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, sometimes it takes longer, but I can go back to Logbook of the World and I can download all of them since my last download. And once it verifies that they were actually uploaded to Logbook of the World, it will mark all of those with an L in the QSL sent column. Now this is not happening right now. Something else this will do is you can download everything that was confirmed via Logbook of the World since the last time you checked. And that keeps your log caught right up. These were confirmed here recently via Logbook of the World. If I scroll down here, you'll see this is what it will look like. The B shows that this contact, I can't get it to where you can see it. There we go. The B shows that this contact with Uruguay on JT65 was sent to ClubLog, Logbook of the World, and I got a confirmation back from Logbook of the World, which is what this L represents in the QSL received column. I keep that condensed a little bit just to save space. That's the QSL received column. So if you sent an actual physical QSL card, you can also indicate that also. You can update that to show that you sent a QSL card. Sent confirmation via, and if I click that, it adds a C to show that there was a QSL card sent. But there wasn't, so I'll leave that as is. So that's the whole series of what I do on these CW Ops contests, or any contest for that matter. Whatever log program I use, I import all that to Logbook of the World, or to N3FJP, and then send it to ClubLog and Logbook of the World. ClubLog is a very, very handy tool to use if you are a DX chaser, especially if you're getting down to a very difficult period of time finding new countries on new bands and new modes. It is a record-keeping nightmare, and if you tried to do that on paper, you would go crazy in frustration trying to keep up. So I highly recommend getting familiar with Logbook, or with ClubLog. I may have misspoken myself. I was talking about ClubLog and I may have said Logbook of the World earlier, but ClubLog is a tremendous tool for serious DXers that are working on this, in particular DXCC Challenge, where you need, just to begin, you need 1,000 confirmations with different countries on different bands. And they are in increments of 500. So that is, the record keeping involved there would probably drive you crazy before you would keep track of all that, and ClubLog helps you do that. It's very, very useful. So that's my show here for just a brief contest, and how N1MM Plus is a great program to use, and then uploading your contacts to ClubLog and Logbook of the World. I used EQSL for a while, and I'll be honest with you, it got to be such a pain in the neck. I don't like I don't like it, and I'll just let it go at that. You can find all sorts of pros and cons for it all over the place, but for me it was a nuisance. So I don't confirm via EQSL anymore. Just Logbook of the World, and of course I exchange paper cards with anybody that wants one. I still like to collect paper QSL cards. So that's it for now, and hope you enjoyed it, and happy contesting.